Hey everyone, today, we need to talk about something that's been keeping a lot of Washington Commanders fans up at night. That's right, I'm talking about the issues our team has been facing with its kickers. But before we dive into that, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications because you don't want to miss any updates about our team. Are you with me? Now, imagine this. You're watching the game, and it comes down to a crucial moment. The team is on the 30-yard line, and all we need is that field goal to secure the win. Your heart is racing. Everyone in the crowd holds their breath, and then the kick goes up. The ball flies and misses the posts by a mile. Frustrating, right? Unfortunately, this scene has been all too common for the Commanders during this training camp and preseason. The team has been on a real roller coaster when it comes to kicking, and the stats don't lie. Our team has been struggling seriously at the kicker position, and the pressure is only growing. It's interesting how something as essential as a good kicker in football can be underestimated until you start missing consistency in that spot. And unfortunately, that's exactly what's happening with the Commanders. We've seen specialists from other franchises signing million-dollar contracts, while here in Washington, we're fighting to find someone who can consistently do the basics, get the ball through the uprights. It sounds simple, but in practice, it's been a constant challenge. Last Saturday, during the preseason game against the Dolphins, the kicking issues became even more evident. Riley Patterson, currently the only kicker on the roster, missed half of his field goal attempts. He made 2 out of 4 kicks, and that cost us the win in a game that ended 13-6 in Miami's favor. It's frustrating to see how these failures are hurting us, especially when we know that small details can make all the difference in such a tight game. Our coach, Dan Quinn, made it clear that we have a lot of work to do. He tried to find a silver lining by highlighting that Patterson bounced back after his misses. But we know that inconsistency is not what we want to see, especially this close to the start of the regular season. It's hard to ignore the fact that Patterson is the 3rd kicker we've signed this offseason. Before him, we had Brandon McManus, who was released after misconduct allegations. Then, Ramiz Ahmed had a brief and unimpressive stint. It feels like we've been on a roller coaster, trying to find someone who can come through in the clutch. So, fans, the question remains, will Patterson step up? He missed a 49-yard kick to the left and a 43-yarder to the right, but managed to convert on 46 and 38-yard attempts. Can we trust this emotional roller coaster? Looking at other franchises, it's easy to see how a good kicker can make all the difference. The Kansas City Chiefs, for example, gave Harrison Butker a 4-year, $25.6 million contract this offseason, and for good reason. The guy is a precision machine, and he was a key part of the Chiefs' Super Bowl winning campaign last season. Butker not only has a precise leg, but is also a real rock for the team. When he steps onto the field, the fans can breathe easy, knowing the chances of him missing are slim. That's the kind of reliability all of us Commanders fans want to see in our kicker. Meanwhile, in Baltimore, Justin Tucker continues to cement his place as one of the greatest kickers of all time. He has been crucial for the Ravens, and studies show that his impact goes beyond just the kicks. He's responsible for about 0.27 extra wins per season. That might not sound like much, but in the NFL, where every win is hard-fought, that impact is huge. And we can't forget about our division rivals, the Cowboys. They seem to have found a diamond in the rough with Brandon Aubrey, who nailed a 66-yard field goal in preseason. If that had happened in a regular season game, he would have tied Tucker's record for the longest field goal in NFL history. It's amazing to think how the Cowboys picked up Aubrey practically off the street, and now he's one of the most promising kickers in the league. Given all this, the Commanders' situation seems even more delicate. If Patterson doesn't improve quickly, it's almost certain the team will be looking for a new kicker before the regular season begins. And it's not an exaggeration to say our playoff chances hinge directly on this. Among the available options, veteran Randy Bullock stands out. He has a career conversion rate of 83% with stints at teams like the Bengals, Giants, Texans, and Titans. Could he be the solution to our problems? Or will Quinn wait until the August 27th cut day to see who else becomes available on the market? The name of Austin Seibert from the Jets has also been mentioned recently. He had a good performance in a joint practice and in the preseason game against us. Jets head coach Robert Saleh publicly praised Seibert, which could be a sign that he's being watched by other teams, including the Commanders. Now the question lingers. Is the kicker who will take us to the playoffs not yet on the roster? Quinn seems to believe in Patterson, but time is running out, and the pressure is only increasing. In a league where the details make all the difference, having a reliable kicker could be the key to a good performance this season. This preseason has been a real test of nerves for all of us, and it's normal for the uncertainties to make us anxious. But one thing is certain. The passion for this team is what unites us, and no matter how difficult the road may be, we will continue to support and cheer for things to fall into place. So, fans, do you think Patterson has what it takes to become the kicker the Commanders desperately need, or is it time to move on and find someone more reliable? Leave your comment and let's discuss the future of this crucial position for our team. We're eager to hear your opinion. We need to understand the broader context of this situation. We know that the kicker position is often seen as less glamorous in football, but recent events have shown that this perception is changing. In today's NFL, where every point counts, having a reliable kicker is a true strategic advantage. Over the years, the Commanders have faced challenges in various positions, but the lack of a consistent kicker has stood out this preseason. The uncertainty surrounding Patterson only adds to the concerns of fans who have seen other teams successfully reinforce this position. It's not just accuracy that matters. The kicker's mental toughness is also at stake, especially when the team depends on a kick in crucial moments. For fans who closely follow the team, it's impossible not to compare the Commanders' situation with that of other teams that have established kickers. The example of Harrison Butker from the Chiefs is emblematic. He has become a reference at the position, and his record contract is proof of how much the Chiefs value his contribution. This raises an important question. Why don't the Commanders have this stability? The fact that Patterson was the third kicker signed this offseason shows that the franchise is still looking for the right formula. The constant rotation at the position not only affects the team's confidence, but also that of the fans. With every missed kick, doubts about the team's planning and its ability to solve critical issues before the season truly begins increase. At times like this, fans wonder, is there someone on the current roster who can emerge as the unexpected hero? Or are we destined to continue this search until we find the perfect kicker? This uncertainty is a test of the patience of fans who have seen many twists and turns over the years. It's interesting to observe how confidence in a kicker can influence the dynamics of a team. When a team knows it can rely on a secure kick, it changes the game strategy. The team can take more risks, knowing there's a safety net ready to secure points in critical moments. This confidence is what the Commanders urgently need to build. Behind the scenes, the Commanders' coaching staff is aware that the pressure is mounting. Quinn and his team have the tough task of making a decision that could define the season. They need to evaluate not only Patterson's physical skills, but also his mental resilience. It's a choice that requires careful analysis and possibly a dose of faith in the player's potential. Fans, while we wait for this decision, let's continue to closely follow every development. Because one thing is certain, the kicker position may not be the most glamorous, but its importance is undeniable. And as we've seen in so many other situations in the NFL, the right kicker can be the missing piece to turn a good team into a championship team. So fans, what's your bet? Will Patterson turn things around, or should we look for new options? Leave your comment and share your expectations. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, now's the time. The season is just beginning, and you won't want to miss a single detail of this journey. This story continues, but the emotion it carries only grows. Because being a Commanders fan is about living every moment intensely, knowing that even in tough times, the passion for the team is what keeps us united. The uncertainty surrounding the kicker position is just one of many challenges we'll face this season. But, as always, we'll keep believing that this team has what it takes to overcome adversity and bounce back. After all, being a Commanders fan is about believing in the impossible and cheering until the end. As we keep monitoring the latest developments, the anticipation only grows. And the question that remains is, how far will this kicking crisis take us? Is the solution closer than we imagine? Or are we destined for another season of ups and downs? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. Together, we'll follow every step of this journey. So, fans, what will be the fate of our kicker? Are we on the verge of a big turnaround? Or will we still face more challenges before finding the solution? Leave your comment, subscribe to the channel, and let's debate together about the future of our team. This season promises to be exciting, and you won't want to miss any details.